Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the WWE Ultimate Edition Coliseum Collection Jake the Snake Roberts figure from Mattel. Could this be the best Jake the Snake figure of all time? Well, let's talk about that. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, this figure looks incredible, and we've gotten a number of Jake the Snake figures from Mattel in the form of elites, and there's always, just for at least my perception, just something slightly off. There's something that just didn't really quite nail it, and I think they fixed pretty much everything here. We're gonna start off with the face sculpt, and yeah, just beautifully done. Like looks almost photoreal. Just fantastic job all around. And I think this is actually the same head sculpt we got with his last, not his last Legends. Actually, yeah, no, I'm sorry, not his last Legends, but the one before that. This is the one with the red tights, and I'm pretty sure it's the exact same head sculpt, just with more subtle paint. It looks very, very similar. If not, they definitely use it as a base. Maybe it is different, but they kind of took this and just took it to the next level and kind of added that touch of realism, which just makes it all the better. Beyond that, I think they nailed the physique here. This definitely looks like Jake at the time, and that is awesome, because it's another thing I think they never really quite nailed just right with any of the elites, but here I think this looks right, which is awesome. And then moving on to the gear, this is arguably Jake's most iconic gear, because a lot of his early toys had this, and just it's striking, the whole like kind of teal green and purple, that outline on the snake, and just yeah, it just looks awesome. And they nailed the print on the boots as well. Just, again, looks like snakeskin. Just really cool look, and they really kind of brought it home here. So yeah, overall, just fantastic looking figure. We get a real nice loadout of accessories, as to be expected, so let's jump right in. And starting with hands, right out of the box, we get the kind of standard sea grip hands that are a little bit wider, so they can hold the thing we'll get to last. Then we get a couple of pointing hands, which we have seen with pretty much every Jake the Snake Elite, and then a pair of fists. After that, we have three different head portraits. So we have the more stoic, kind of standard one that we looked at in the last section. Then we get one with the left eyebrow raised. Definitely a very nice portrait. Again, just kind of keeps that level of realism going. Then finally, we get the smiling head. This might be my favorite of the three, and just they really captured his smile, and just that's really cool. I love that they included that as well. So those are three head portraits. Then we get a bag, which we have seen with various Jake the Snake figures. Again, pretty much same size, same material, green with just a drawstring. So that's that. And then finally, the most important accessory, which is really just another figure, and that is Damien. And they did a great job here. I mean, they really brought it home with this. I mean, we usually get just kind of a pre-posed Damien that you can't do much with. It just kind of stays in one, like pre-posed, stays in one position. But this one is completely bendy wire, so you can do whatever. You can pretty much bring it wherever. You can drape it over whichever other figure. Drape it around the ring, just like really cool. I love that they did this. And not only that, but the details here are fantastic. You can see the eyes are painted, the body details, very lovingly done. Then we get that green going into the white on the belly, and just really just fantastic looking representation of Damien. So yeah, it's almost worth getting it for this alone. So yeah, that's accessories. Articulation here is top notch, as we are getting the new articulation scheme that we've been seeing with the Ultimate Editions. So that is very much welcome. And breaking it down, we will come right here, start to the head to the toes as we normally do. So we are on our barbell joint, pardon me, so we can look down pretty well. Can't really look up because of that hair sculpt, but we do get some like insane amounts of tilt. Then we have our butterfly joints, very generous. Then we have hinge and swivel at the arms. We can come up just past our T. We have bicep swivel, double jointed elbows coming to here. We have hinge and swivel at the wrists, all horizontal. Then we have our ball joint in the diaphragm. So that's bringing us about that far forward. Really nice arch back. And then of course, some side to side. We also get some rotation there, but we also get a swivel at the waist, come down to the hips. And this is the newest piece, is we get those drop downs that we've started to see with Ultimate Editions. So that gives us fantastic range. So full kick out, 90 degrees. Also allows us to do pretty much 100% splits. Just absolutely awesome. Just gotta be careful with those drop downs. Then we have thigh swivel, double jointed knees, bring us to there. Oh, pardon me. Then we have boot swivel, and we have perfect point, as we do with pretty much all these Mattel figures. Pardon me. We have insane amounts of forward. We have a toe joint, and then finally just a little bit of rocker. So that's Articulation. Getting into size comparisons, here he is with a couple of his elites, with some other WWE figures, with some other wrestling lines, with some Hasbro and some other Mattel, with some imports, with some monsters. Finally, with an articulated icons Oni and yours truly in human form as a Valorverse Action Force figure. So my final thoughts on the Coliseum Collection Jake the Snake Roberts figure from Mattel is that this is an incredible figure. Most of you who have been watching my channel know that I absolutely love the Ultimate Edition figures and the advancements they've made, and this is no different. I've been very excited about this, especially because Jake the Snake Roberts was one of my first favorite wrestlers, one of my first 3 favorite wrestlers, right after Coco Beware and right before The Undertaker. So like, this definitely was something I was very much looking forward to. And yeah, I cannot recommend this enough if you are a fan of Jake the Snake, this era of wrestling, etc. So yeah, as of right now, this pack, because the Coliseum collection comes in packs of 2, and this wave is Jake the Snake Roberts and Ravishing Rick Rude, still available on Mattel Creations right now. So I will include that link in the description below so you can pick it up if you are interested. So definitely check that out. And all that being said, I hope you found this review informative and somewhat entertaining. If you did, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, and or sharing. Want to take the next level, help me even more? Tons of ways to do that in the description as well. Not limited to my eBay store, which I am always putting stuff into. So definitely check that out. And yeah, all that being said, I hope to see you again, because I do multiple reviews a week of figures related to tokusatsu, dinosaurs, monsters, pro wrestling, and more. So definitely join me and let's talk some toys. So with that, I want to say that I hope you are well. I hope all of your toy dreams come true. And most importantly, that I hope that you and yours stay weird, simians.